In this section, we'll be filling in our outline work using the Flood Fill tool. We will only be doing this once we turn the visibility of the layer containing our original photo off. During this process, we'll also have to make some touch-ups to our drawings where the Flood Fill tool can't reach or where the lines don't connect. Now that the details in the outline are just about complete, we can begin coloring everything using the Paint Fill tool. First though, I'll click on the clutch, and then I'll select a color we would like to use. I can edit the color by tapping our color swatch on the top, and then making adjustments to it. I'll then select the Paint Bucket tool by clicking on the brush editor on the top center of our screen. Then I'll select the Flood Fill tool. In some areas, it might be necessary to use a brush or a pencil tool to erase overlapping lines or to fill in extra small parts that didn't get filled in. Sometimes it might be easier to select a color from our stock photo than it is to recreate the color. To do this, I'll click on the clutch in the bottom of our screen, click on our layers, and I'll turn the visibility back on for our stock photo. With that done, I'll then click on the clutch again and click on the eyedropper tool right beneath our color, and I'll select a color on the musket by tapping on it. Once again, we want to see just our outlines and our color fills, so I'll turn off the stock photo by clicking on the clutch, then clicking on our layers and turning the visibility off again. Then I'll get back to using the Flood Fill tool to fill in the rest of our sketch. Once more, you might have to use the pencil or brush tool to fill in some parts that the Flood Fill tool can't reach. That's okay. Again, I'll use the original stock footage for another color selection by turning it back on using the visibility property and the layer editor, then using the eyedrop tool to select a color. That one looks nice. I'll go ahead and turn off our stock photo again, and then I'll select our fill tool and I'll just click on it and voila. I'll continue to make touch-ups once again using the pencil and the brush tools. I'll use the eyedropper to select colors from our stock footage, and I'll use the Flood Fill tool to fill in large areas. I'll continue doing this until I've finished with the colors for our character. Since our character is done now, in the next video we'll be working on the background.